Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Unbreakable ties. So in the last episode, we checked out Caloran Town and met its gym leader. Apparently the gym leader was very weird because of you can check it out in the previous episode. Our next destination in this episode will be Greenpinch Town. Before that, I was just moving around the town and talking to everyone in case I missed something, and apparently I did. After I went to the beach and talked to all the people I could and found an item which was soft sand. So there is one way to move to Greenfinch Town through Route 7, but apparently the route was blocked and I had to take another path which opened up after meeting the gym leader. So on the way I also came across this new coffee shop which had an item known as coffee, and it was a new item because it didn't just restore HP but also double speed in battle. And as I entered Route 5, new side quest unlocked in which I found this little girl who was attacked by this Farfetch'd, and after defeating it I got to meet her father, and he offered me a reward for saving her daughter. And the reward, he doesn't offer the reward instantly. You have to meet him at his place, and then he'll provide you the reward that he mentions. As you can see, after completing the dialogue with her daughter, he invites me to his home, and there he'll give me a reward, which you'll find out later when I visit his home. After that, I started wandering around talking to this kid who was looking for a shiny Pokemon. And shinies are also great, but I'm not actively looking for them because it takes a lot of time and I don't really want to invest that much energy into looking for shiny. So I'm just catching all the Pokemon I can. Got this Pineco and moved ahead. And also one more thing, I'm trying to catch as much as I can, as many Pokemon as I can in this journey. There are I think 1,000 of them and I want to catch as many as I can. It's just for the aesthetics. There's no particular reason for catching these Pokemon, and I'm also not actively looking for every Pokemon on that route. Whatever Pokemon I come across, I just catch those only. Along the way I met some new people and trainers to fight, and the trainer battles are also, they have been pretty easy, I would say, not very hard, and I prefer that only because I'm not here for any hardcore challenges. I just want to enjoy the storyline, which so far seems good. I'm guessing that the gym battles will be a lot more challenging than the random trainer battles. I'm not really against the idea of challenging battles, it's just that I don't really want the challenge to be so hard that it hinders my overall gaming experience. Anyway, so back to the game. I with this school where the teacher challenged me with her two best students in order to give them a real life experience of Pokemon battles. So I accepted that challenge and breezed through, defeating the Plusser and Minun easily. However, those kids did got my Lucario into paralysis, and I hate it when these status effects happen in the midway of the routes. Defeating them got me a magnet, which is a held item which boosts electric type moves. I also had a couple of more held items and in order to not waste them, I wanted to this basically gave them to whichever Pokemon could make the best use of those items. Moving forward and found another trainer, defeated him easily, and I could see my rivals ahead, so I defeated him and went ahead to talk to them. Now as soon as I saw my rivals, I was pretty sure that we'll be having an side quest which will be along the lines of main story quest. So yeah, I was looking forward to what it would be. And apparently, after having a conversation with them, we saw a couple of shady guys in black suit, and they seem to be a part of the royal family, which is supposed to be the antagonists of this storyline. I'm not pretty sure about it, as we haven't really discovered much about that. So yeah, for now we only know about that. However, the trio decided to ignore the shady couple, and we decided that it is better to just move ahead with our own journey to Greenfinch City through the Greenfinch Forest. Now, there's a problem with that. We see the shady couple talking to each other, and they were thinking that we might have been listening to their conversation, and in order to avoid any sort of problems with us, they just decided to destroy the bridge. So the lady in black brings out her growlith, and she just destroys the bridge. And apparently the side quest I was talking about, which is supposedly a part of the main quest, it involves fixing the bridge, which we have to find out how we have to fix this bridge. And as soon as we enter the forest, Ada, who is always excited to meet her companions, which is the two of us, decides to have a race to basically to decide who leaves the forest first. And she just decides that and leaves on her own. And Derek, on the other hand, is the cool player of our trio. He thinks that Ada might get lost, and he just decides to look for her in the forest without really saying that he's worried for her, which is the typical cool character vibe he's. So he also leaves, leaving just me, and I decide to first. I saw the nurse and decide to heal my Pokemon first, as they were paralyzed and I wanted to remove the status effect. Then I started again, catching some Pokemon and fighting some trainer battles in between. After catching this Ladyba, I also found that you can find TM39 in this forest, which contains Facade. After getting that TM, I tried to catch Paris and apparently realized that I was running out of Pokeballs. So I had to run back to town and buy some more Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon in this forest. So I went back to the Pokemon Center, which has a store on top of it. Got some Pokeball and some potions in case I would be needing them, which I haven't really needed yet. So I also had a Pokemon battle which I missed, and I had also missed an antidote which was on this route, so I just collected that and went back to catching some Pokemon and moving ahead to the forest. I had also missed the part where the father of the girl I just saved mentioned his home. So apparently it was on this route only, and I went to the house, and the father gave me an incubator, which is seems like a very handy item, as you can carry 6 eggs basically, without really the need of removing any Pokemon with you. So in short, you can carry 6 Pokemon and 6 eggs with you. He also gives you an egg, which is a bonus. So after collecting that item, I moved back to the Greenfinch forest, and as soon as I enter the forest, I go ahead for my first trainer battle, which is with this bug trainer with his Caterpie. It was an easy battle, I won easily. Just ahead of this trainer is also an item that is relevant to this story, that the side quest that has started just now, fixing the bridge. This axe. So this axe is apparently a key item to clearing this side quest, but it will not show anything as the quest hasn't started to fix the bridge yet. So I just moved ahead, catching Pokemon and fighting some more trainers. This Spinarak found this awakening and found another bug catcher to fight. Easily swept through the battle with his Ladyba and Spinarak. And after that, I also got a potion laying around, collected that, and found this scyther soon after. This was a really annoying battle since this scyther was wild, and I am first just burning through my Pokeballs. Then I switched to Pimi, who has a move with a paralysis effect, but apparently it was low on health and was not able to paralyze it. So I had to switch to then my Finch and kept throwing my Pokeballs again and again. Lost Finch, thrown a Pokeball again and again, and the last one, and I was still not able to catch it. And I also wasn't sure that it was night time outside, so I didn't use the dust ball in order to not waste it. I should have just carried some great balls. As I had already lost all my Pokeballs, I just decided to end this battle and defeated the Scyther. One good thing came out that my Sprigatito finally evolved, healed my Pokemon, and as soon as I was starting to move ahead, I found this another mother who had lost her child. So apparently, I had to accept her quest since I'm a nice guy and all. And I don't know what's wrong with the parents of this game, or maybe the kids in this game. And they are just, it's the second instance where I've found a lost kid, so I don't know what's wrong with this. And anyways, I was going to explore this forest, and if I'm getting an item in return and completing a side quest, I don't think there's any harm in it. So yeah, I explored the forest and found the girl later on in this episode. So for now, I started fighting trainers. I found another bug catcher, defeated him easily, and went on to the next trainer. And there you also have a bullet seed. Then I went on to fight another bug catcher with the Nimble. I'm not really familiar with this Pokemon. Maybe it's from the latest gen, and I'm not really familiar with all the Pokemon from the latest gen. Now, as soon as I reached the bridge, the quest started, where already my rivals were there, and they were waiting for this guy to come as the bridge had collapsed. Well, they were not really waiting. The bridge had already collapsed, and they were looking for ways to cross the bridge. And this guy, Garo, the builder, came along and offered his help. Derek thought that maybe Ada had something to do with this collapsed bridge, as she has the tendency to destroy things. But apparently, we know that the shady couple who was there in the black suit, bodyguard looking people, they destroyed the bridge. So they have this conversation with Garo, and Garo offered his help in building the bridge. For that, he needed tools and an axe to cut wood and get the materials in order to make the bridge. So I came along and decided to jump in and look for the axe, which I already showed you in the beginning of the forest. So we'll just look for it and we'll give it to Garo and just wait for the bridge to be rebuilt again. So I got this antidote and went back to this axe, put it back in my backpack, and then returned to the bridge again, talked to Garo and gave him the axe. He mentioned that the bridge will be built in a day, so we had to camp out this night together, the three of us. This conversation is kind of wholesome as we three talk to each other, and the camping night begins. Ada starts talking about the nature around us and how it's important to her. Derek mentions some singing and playing, and it reminds Ada that if they do it next time, they should have a guitar handy. And Derek seems to be the cool guy who also knows to play instruments, and yeah, that's the thing, I guess. They also start talking about the professor and those black suit guys. Ada thinks that they might have just had a bad day, so they thought of destroying the bridge. But I think she's too good for this world. Anyways, they think they just end their conversation thinking of the day ahead and go to sleep. The next morning, we wake up and go to see that the bridge is already built. It seems that Garo is pretty efficient as a builder. Reminds me of Bob the Builder. So yeah, he finishes the bridge in overnight, vanishes to his home and leaves a letter for us. And Ada seems excited after reading the letter as it mentions repaying the favor. So Derek leaves for the city and Ada also leaves to get the reward Garo mentioned. And we start exploring the forest before we move to Greenpin City. Found another bug catcher on the way, fought him and then defeated him with my two Pokemon. Ended up Finch being poisoned. So yeah, went back to heal and then fought another trainer. Also got to try out my evolved Sprigatito. After defeating this fisherman, I wandered around a little and found the little girl whose mother was looking for her. Completed the side quest and got silver powder in return. After completing this side quest, a new milestone was unlocked, and then we started moving ahead again. Found another bug catcher. Yeah, since we are in the forest, I guess there are a lot of bug catchers in it. Fought him, defeated him again, and at the end of the battle, my Fletchling also started evolving. Finch finally evolved into Fletchender, and I chose Fletchling over Starly in this run because I feel that Fletchling is more cute and overall has a cool evolution and design. So and the typing is also good, fire and flying type. So yeah, I decided to go ahead with Finch. Also, after wandering around a little bit more, the egg also hatched and it got me a Togepi, whom I named P. And yeah, as you might have also already noticed that the naming of my Pokemon is pretty lazy. So please don't judge me for it. I'm just feeling a little bit lazy here. After wandering around a bit more and realizing that there is not much left in the forest for me to collect, I decided to move ahead to Greenpin City. And as soon as I reached the city, I see Derek coming out of the gym, and it seems that he has already won his first batch, leaving us behind. It also looks like he's getting a bit of a lecture from the gym leader, but he's not listening as he's the winner, so it got to his head and he just leaves without listening to whatever the gym leader was saying. And after that, the gym leader goes on ahead to meet our dear professor. It seems that they already know each other from the past, the professor starts talking about her students, and the Silvano, the gym leader, mentions about Derek and how he has a big head and a big ego. And after that little conversation, they get to the main point, which was about the royal family and how they are starting to take their steps again. And I think that maybe Professor Alama is belongs to the royal family, and she ran away in order to live a normal life and free the people of their region. So that's what my hypothesis is, but we'll know more when we uncover more of the story. Silvano also feels down since he lost to Derek, and the professor mentions that two more of his students will be coming to challenge him, and he feels that he has to save his face and not lose to us. But I think that my team is pretty solid and we'll be able to sweep the gym badge in my first try. But let's see what happens. Yeah, I'll just leave the gym battle for the next episode, and we see this bodyguard couple again. They are surely connected to the professor, but we'll find that out later.